because you did not serve the Lord your God with joy and gladness of heart for the abundance of everything. See, when they had it all in abundance, they forgot God. They did not serve God. Because you did that, now God says, therefore you shall serve your enemies, whom the Lord will send against you, in hunger, in thirst, in nakedness, and in need of everything. And he will put a yoke of iron on your neck until he has destroyed you. Now, look at how poverty is defined here. You want to define poverty and look at the essence of what poverty is, and look at what poverty looks like. Well, how does poverty look like? 4 things are stated here: hunger, thirst, nakedness, need of everything. Amazing. Hunger, thirst, nakedness, need of everything. Need of everything means in all areas of life there is lack, there is insufficiency. Not just finances, in every area of life there is a lack and insufficiency. There is no peace, there is no happiness, there is no joy, there is no sleep, there is no peace in the marriage, there is no peace with the children, there is no peace at work, in the profession. There is no profit in the business. Nothing is working out. In everything there is lack. In everything there is insufficiency. What a way to state it. I think these 4 things every Christian ought to remember. This is how poverty looks like. Poverty is when you're hungry and don't have food, thirsty, don't have anything to drink, and you're naked, you can't buy proper clothes for you to clothe yourself decently. And you are in need of everything. There is not a thing in which you have sufficiency. Amazing description, something to think about. And the thing is, how did Jesus deal with this poverty? See, this is poverty. Hunger, thirst, nakedness, and need of all things. That's poverty. How did Jesus deal with it? On the cross, when he hung there, Jesus was hungry. He has not eaten all day. He has carried the cross up Golgotha, been toiling all day, but has never eaten. Just imagine what he would have felt like. He would have felt utmost hunger. He opened his mouth and finally said, I'm thirsty. He was thirsty. And then they took off all his clothes. They say that a man in those days dressed with 4 items of clothing, just like we wear pants, shirts, coat, whatever, They had 4 items of clothing. And usually when the Roman crucifixion happens, when they crucify a person, 4 people, 4 soldiers will be involved in the crucifixion. So the 4 of them will share the man's belongings. But in Jesus' case, remember, they had problem with one piece, and that is the piece that was so special, with one stitching from top to bottom. It was quite an expensive, very specially made clothing, Jesus was wearing that. And these people could not decide which one should take it. Other items, no problem. But this one, they could not decide who should have it. So they said, let's cast a lot and decide who will take it, So his clothing was taken. They say that Jesus was stripped of all clothing and hung there totally naked on the cross of Calvary. Unbelievable. The creator of heaven and earth, stripped naked, hung there like he had nothing, that he owns nothing. Yet he is the owner of everything. All things belong to him. Cattle and 1,000 hills belong to him. Everything belongs to him. He is rich, but he became poor. The words are so true. It must ring in our ears and in our hearts. Though he was rich, yet he became poor. On the cross, when Jesus hung there, this Son of God who created the heaven and earth, owned everything, was rich, has now literally become poor by Bible definition. Bible definition, poverty is hunger, thirst, nakedness, and in need of everything. And here he is hanging in hunger, thirst, and nakedness, and in need of everything. So think about these things. Jesus literally became poor on the cross of Calvary. Now, by becoming poor, he shows that he has taken our poverty. When he took on hunger, thirst, nakedness, and the need of everything, and became like that on the cross, hung there. He took our poverty. He was rich, but he became poor for our sakes. Why? So that we might be rich. You can state it like this in a powerful way. Jesus not only endured poverty on the cross, but he exhausted poverty. I say exhausted because after he got through carrying hunger, thirst, nakedness, and the need of everything, there was nothing more to carry about poverty. Poverty is absolutely carried away from us and was placed upon him. There was nothing left out. It's not like he took 90% and we have to carry 10%. He took everything about poverty completely, he took it upon himself.